let's get into some news.
Okay.
And we're just going to go right back to talking what we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
HBO's The Last of Us has officially been renewed for a second season.
Yeah, I mean, I think after the first episode, everybody should have known that they were going to get renewed for a second season.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest HBO opening weekend since Game of Thrones or something like that.
Yeah, and it's the biggest second episode
Growth. Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Usually that doesn't happen.
No.
Usually it's all downhill. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I think it was like 66 million people watched the second episode.
That's a lot.
Something like that.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's crazy. I guess zombies, don't call them a zombie. People still want to see them.
I guess cordyceps infected humans.
Yeah, that was weird. They kept saying that in the show. They didn't just say mushroom. They always said cordyceps or whatever.
Yep. That's because it is a cordyceps.
Yeah, but
do you think it's not a mushroom? It's a type of fungus.
Okay, well, whatever. Don't you think they would have just said mushroom? I don't know. They got always these, like in The Walking Dead, they would always be like, well, it is an unwritten rule that you never call them a zombie in a zombie movie.
Yeah.
That's like number one rule, but they'd always be like, have their little names for them in all the movies. Like, oh, there's Shambler or the Walker or whatever.
Yeah.
As if they wouldn't have just been called mushroom heads or something like that. Or mushies.
Or fun boys.
Something like that.
Fung boys.
Anyways, that's the only complaint. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. It's only been renewed for 2 seasons, though.
I mean, there's only 2 games.
Yeah, but they're going to continue with a new story for season 3. Or something. Come on, if it's this popular.
That's where it just dies.
No.
It's not based on the video game Aftermath.
No. They'll figure something out. I mean, Neil Druckmann has kind of said they might be done with The Last of Us game-wise anyways, so.
Yeah. I mean, maybe season 2 is just continuation of the first game.
It doesn't include, like, season 2 if it's not the second game?
I don't know. Maybe that's how they get 3 seasons. Is the second,
I mean, if they
third
want
season is the second game.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, if they want to continue with the power dynamic they've got going on now, I guess they couldn't do the second game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no surprises.
Yeah.
It's good to see something not get canceled. Like, I'm just used to, like, there's this new show everyone's talking about on Netflix. Oh, yeah, we canceled it. That just happens all the time.
I guess I should have said what I watched on Netflix earlier.
Say it now.
I'm going to say it right now.
Yeah.
That 90s show.
Oh, my God. How bad was that?
I watched the first episode of that 90s show.
Yeah.
As a first episode, pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. It's more of the same of that 70s show.
Okay.
And, they got the...
It's called That 90
show. So it's when Eric and Donna...
Are they on the show? It's
yeah.
just Red. Oh, they're
on the show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Red and Kitty are on the show, and they're kind of like the stars. But Donna and Eric are on there as well. They're married, have kids, and it's their kids that are staying.
Yeah. I knew that part, but I didn't know they were on the show too.
Yeah, and at the end of the first episode, spoiler alert, Jackie and Kelso come in.
Yeah,
and it's so funny.
Okay. Actually, that reminds me, I did watch one other thing too. Did you know there's a new version of Night Court?
I didn't.
It is an abomination.
I bet.
It's an affront against God. I watched probably 3 minutes of it, and I was like, wow, this is terrible. And it has John Larroquette on it as Dan Fielding, but it is atrocious.
Ugh.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Like, people were complaining about Velma. Like, Velma's like, whatever, not too good, not too bad, whatever. But this was just bad. Like, the jokes were, oh my God. I was like, is this on network TV? Is this what is on network TV now? Like, what an abomination. So,
yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, a new Night Court? What the fuck? And then it's like, she's Harry Fielding's daughter. She's the new judge.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it was holy. You should just watch it just to be like, wow, okay, this is TV now in 2023. So bad. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the second episode probably tonight, and I'll see if my opinion differs. But it seems like they have the entire cast back on.
Okay.
And they are heavily promoting it.
Oh yeah, big
Like
time.
as soon as it came out, my YouTube feed was just like, hey, watch Red and Kitty do this, watch
Oh,
them
yeah.
react to that, watch this, watch that, and then it's just like everyone is on YouTube doing stuff.
Oh, I didn't see anything on YouTube about that, but
I guess I watched one, and now it's just like,
Yeah, I
oh, hey,
guess
you want to
so.
watch all this? I'm like, yes, I do.
that's good though. I remember I really like Full House. You know, even now if I watch an old episode of Full House, it's like, oh, that's funny, whatever.
Yeah.
I tried to watch Fuller House when it came out. Like,
Yeah.
just atrocious.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of that, and I was like, I don't think so.
It was bad, but like Night Court was like next level bad. Like, holy, I couldn't believe it. You just should watch it for C. Dan Fielding. What he,
Yeah.
you watch Night Court back
Oh, yeah.
in the day?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You should just watch it to see the jokes, I'm doing air quotes right now, that he says because he's not a lawyer at the start of the episode. He's a barista.
Oh.
And his jokes about his drinks that he says, like anyways, you should just watch it.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
I'll have a peek.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
All right, let's get back on track. Last of Us.
Okay. Yes.
So since the first episode came out, The Last of Us Part 1
Oh yeah.
has had a huge boost in sales, 238% in the UK. Couldn't find any stats in America, but yeah, it's gone back onto the best-selling games list at number
Crazy.
20. And
Oh, okay, but like, yeah, that is a lot. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
yeah, it's a lot, a percentage, but what that equals to an actual physical sales, they don't really say in the article. And The Last of Us remake has also seen a 322% spike in sales.
So there's two different things here. The Last of Us Part 1, I think, is the remake, and then the 322 is the remaster, which are two different
remastered,
things.
yeah, okay.
So The Last of Us Part 1 remake is not that old. It only came out like 2 months ago.
Oh.
Last of Us Part 1 is old as fuck.
Yes,
that came out on the PS3. No, wait. Was it PS3? I think it was on the PS3 originally.
Yes, it was.
So then the remake is the one they're talking about here, I think. That's gone up 238%. So that is a lot, but that game's not that old. It's not like the PS3 or PS4 version is selling that much more. It's the new version that came out.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a remake and a remaster.
Yeah, the remake just came out because they wanted to make it more in line with The Last of Us Part 2. Sort of like...
Yeah, I kind of remember hearing
thematically that. As well as like design wise and character wise and all that stuff.
Yeah, so The Last of Us Remastered is just on PS4.
Well, you can play it on PS5. That's the PS5, one I have is the remastered one. But yeah.
It said, the article says that Last of Us Part 1, which returned to the charts at number 20.
Yeah, that's
had a sales spike.
That's the remake one.
Yeah. Okay. Still pretty cool.
Yeah, oh for sure. It's, it's a nice bonus for Naughty Dog, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
For sure.
Do they see any money from that? I don't know. I think they've probably already been paid everything they're getting paid.
Yeah.
So
I was also reading that they are going to be stepping away from The Last of Us and Uncharted and doing something else.
Well, I would think Uncharted they haven't done in a long time. And like there's been 5 Uncharted games, I think.
Yes.
There's 4 on the and then there was one PSP one, I think, or PS Vita one. At least, so
yeah,
I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't know. What are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna step away from Ratchet and Clank too, or
no?
I don't think so.
It's time for a new IP.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I see, like, yeah, they probably want to do something different, but I'm sure Sony's just like, hey, you remember that Last of Us? That's a really huge deal.
Yeah, maybe
make one of those ones for us. I mean, they are working on a Last of Us like open world multiplayer thing or something. They showed it off at the Game Awards, so that's still coming, I guess. But I mean, whatever. They'll try to catch lightning in a bottle again with another franchise hit. I don't know. Could they do it? Probably.
Perhaps.
But
they've got a pretty good track record so far.
True. True.